One of the most important forces behind grammatical development is verb learning. To learn how verbs truly fit into the grammar of their native language will take a toddler many months, beginning in the one-word stage and continuing into the preschool years. Verb learning has humble beginnings. Verbs are remarkably rare in the early one-word stage. Commenting on this point in language development, cognitive psychologist Lila Gleitman wrote, "It is evident that verbs are hard words." And with good reason. Toddlers learn their first words in the context of the joint attentional frame, in which the toddler and the caregiver simultaneously attend to the same object. The context promotes the learning of noun-object labels like bottle and ball. However, the same context that supports noun learning through joint attention and pointing is not conducive to learning verbs, because verbs do not refer to concrete and stable objects, but rather to conditions and events that stretch over time. So how do toddlers learn verbs? The simple answer is that toddlers learn verbs in the context of events. That is why, with a few exceptions, toddlers' first verbs are action verbs. There is a more complex and detailed answer to this question. The description of events is not contained within the verb alone. Elements of event description are found in several places within a sentence. For example, in the sentence, "The wind blew the tower over," we are told the roles of the wind and the tower by their syntactic position. We are also told by the final word of the sentence, over, that the tower has undergone a radical change of orientation. All of this information is conveyed outside of the verb blew, and yet we can trace an intricate set of structural relations connecting the verb to these other elements. The predominant hypothesis among researchers is that toddlers use these other elements of the sentence to learn the meaning of a verb, a hypothesis known as syntactic bootstrapping, and more generally, that verb learning is a catalyst for grammatical development. Because verb learning is so critical to grammatical development, we have dedicated this video series to it. In preparation, if the viewer is unfamiliar with the difference between nouns and verbs, or the concept of predication, you can view videos on these topics elsewhere on this channel. Stay tuned for the next video in this series as we explore in depth the story of verb learning and the key role it plays in language development.